In Central Florida, two men tried their luck at catching a baby alligator from a pond. When the nearby unfortunately decided otherwise, with the help of a net, one of the men approaches the water and manages to catch the baby alligator rather quickly. He attempts to seize control of it in order to show it to the camera when the unimaginable happened. The man attempts to comment on the situation, but the angry mother alligator is not done proving her point.
That says everything. Did you hear that little noise that you made? That. We gotta get out of here, man.
Now seriously fearing for their lives, both men decide to quickly grab their gear and completely leave the area before anything bad happens. While floating down a river towards their next camp, Fred Eichler and company came across 3 bear cubs and 1 angry mother bear. At the start of the video, Fred's team can be seen riding the river when they come across 3 bear cubs. While moving forward, they unfortunately come too close to the cubs, which angered someone else previously hidden in the thick bushes.
Was one. Let's go. Let's get out of here.
Thankfully, the large mother bear got scared of the shot and ran away from them. Sometimes all that stands between you and a brutal animal attack is a trained safari guide. Released in December of 2020, this frightening video starts with some tourists driving around in a game viewing vehicle, hoping to see elephants. After hearing one of the large mammals in the distance, the driver quickly goes to follow the sound. When they reach the spot where the sound was coming from, the explorers seen an elephant in the distance. Out of nowhere, another elephant emerges from the nearby bushes and steals the show by doing this. Luckily for the group, the well-trained safari guide is able to avert the impending danger before any real harm is done and the predator wanders back into the bushes. What do you think would have happened if the tour guide had not stepped in? In South Africa, a couple tourists quickly started recording after spotting a male lion running up the hill towards them. Immediately, one of the tour guides decides to do his job and bravely confronts the predator face to face. Luckily, the male lion decides to spare the man and continues on his original path up the hill. Thankfully, he amply rewards to laying down next to the female lion, and the tourists sadly decide to stop recording. This intense clip picks up right as these brave men attempt to scare a nearby tiger away from their village. Unfortunately, the situation escalates rather quickly. Luckily for them, the predator decides to spare the men, at the very last second and ends up leaving the area completely. 5-year-old Levin Merritt fell into the open-air gorilla exhibit in Jersey Zoo in England. A giant silverback named Jumbo comes over to investigate. To the surprise of all onlookers, Jumbo takes up a defensive posture around the boy, actually blocking the unconscious child from the other gorillas. Jumbo gently strokes the boy's back until he regains consciousness. But instead of reacting violently, Jumbo guides the other gorillas back to their inner enclosure, helping clear the way rescuers. On a sunny day in Vale Water, South Africa, these men had their enjoyable safari ride take a truly unpredictable turn when they got charged by a furious hippo. Before anything, they begin recording when they notice the curious animal slowly approaching their car from the road behind them.
Snak begive sig.
Kijk of ze me kunnen. Maar net in de eerste weg.
Zal jeg se at jeg kan rijden?
Not expecting much to go wrong, they attempt to continue their unusual observation while they have the chance when things very suddenly go south. Luckily for them, they gain sufficient speed where the animal gives up on the chase and they continue driving away altogether. White sharks are some of the most intimidating creatures on Earth, and this video just proves it even more. Uploaded in September of 2011. The clip initiates with a massive shark swimming around several fish at the bottom of the ocean. A few seconds in, the massive shark attempts to immerse itself in the giant metal cage. But on realizing that the metal bars won't allow it inside toward the humans, the beast makes its way back. The bars were a little wider. I wonder what would have happened to the divers. Taking place in Canada, this encounter shows a black bear trying to climb up this hunter's tree stand, either out of curiosity or hunger. However, it seems to change its mind at the last minute and decides to go for the hunter's friend instead. Black bears are expert climbers and have the potential to climb up a tree in seconds.
That's enough. Get out of here. That's high enough.
Thankfully, the hunter doesn't hesitate to show dominance over the predator and scare it away. A group of tourists on a boat had their tour guide attempt to feed some hungry crocodiles when the unimaginable happened. After spotting the predators from the other side of the river, they decide to get a closer look and park the boat on the shore. Contrary to what most would do, the tour guide jumps in the water with a piece of the chicken in his hands and tries to provoke the crocodiles to come closer.
Yeah, I got this.
He finally gets their attention and proceeds to bravely feed them from up close while the terrified tourists are forced to watch.
Wow, that's loud.
No fearing for his safety, he jumps back on the boat, but still tries to continue the show. Unfortunately, the lady recording isn't all ready for what's about to happen.
Are you still filming?
Yeah.
Feeling like they've seen enough, the group decides to start up the boat again and leave the crocodiles alone before anyone gets hurt. On a sunny day in South Africa, a group of men's average safari expedition quickly turned for the worse after being chased down by a territorial male lion. At first, things seemed to be going according to plan as they simply observed the predators roaming around the plains up ahead. Out of nowhere, though, they noticed one of the lions beginning to walk in their direction. Even after backing away quite a bit, the hungry predator sadly decides that he won't let them go so easily. Now fighting for their lives, the men continue to fire warning shots towards the animal, all while running as fast as they can. Eventually, the lion thankfully decides to spare the men, and they simply proceed to record it from a safer distance. A deal made to drive a leopard away from a village grew to hundreds when the task proved to be more dangerous than expected. This adrenaline-pumping clip starts off with a group of men attempting to drive away a leopard hiding in the fields with the help of firecrackers. The encounter escalates when some of the men chase after the leopard in jungle, leaving it no choice but to fight back. Despite this, the men continue charging, showing no regard for their safety. But the predator does not back down and proceeds to do something terrifying. Thankfully, the clip cuts to show the leopard finally being caught and transported in a cage, while hundreds of locals cheer on. Thanks for watching this video until the end. Let me know which moment you were most impressed with, though I know it's hard to choose right. Subscribe to the channel to receive notifications of more wildlife videos. See you again.